Hi, welcome back to Create to Amazat. If you are my subscriber, you definitely know that I sell handmade frames, photo frames, and framed religious art on an e-commerce website called Etsy. Recently, I was blessed with an international order, and I was very happy, over the moon. But then I received a message from Etsy saying that they have made it compulsory, GST compulsory for all its Indian Etsy sellers. I was really shocked and sad that because I'm not making much of revenue on this Etsy. I don't get orders. Last year I got 0 orders, and this year luckily I got this order, and then got the message saying that Etsy made Indian sellers GST compulsory. When I clicked the link that Etsy has given, it took me to Citizen Service government website. A training kit was there in which step-by-step process of how to register it online. It was very helpful and easy to understand. So I thought, okay, I will just give it a try and register it online and take the business seriously. So if you are an Indian Etsy seller, the cutoff time for GST registration is October 1st. So watch my video till end, where I take you step by step how I registered it online. Let's get started.
Now let's see the GST online registration and the documents required for it. Please understand, this is my scenario. In your case, you might need extra or other documents, supporting documents for registration. So here, in my case, I'm an Etsy seller. Occasional order. My income is selling it on Etsy is less than 1,000 rupees per year. Last year I didn't get any order. So because Etsy had made it compulsory to have an GST, I am voluntarily opting for GST registration. So your case may be different. So different documents might require to support your scenario. So next, this is new registration. I'm registering it for the first time, and I don't have any branches in other states. So I'm staying in a rental property for the office purpose. I'm the sole proprietor. I don't have any associates or employees working for me. I have a PAN card, and I also have an Aadhaar card, and it is linked with my phone number. This is very important, that your Aadhaar card have to be linked with your phone number. Now let's see what are the documents that I submitted for my GST registration. So first and foremost is the PAN card. Because it's an online registration, you really don't need a physical PAN card. A soft copy is what it is required. Actually, number is only required. Next comes the Aadhaar card. Again, number only required. For this Aadhaar should be linked with the phone number. So in the 3-step registration process, the last step is the Aadhaar card verification. So an OTP will be sent to your Aadhaar card in the linked phone number. So that is an important thing that you have to keep in mind. As a proof of trade, I am submitting rental agreement. Again, scan copy is what is required. Next, EB or tax receipt for that officer address. Next comes the passport size photo. Again, soft copy. Size should be below 100 KB. Now, my name and address is a perfect match on my PAN card, and it's also matched with my Aadhaar card. And rental agreement, my name and address is also a match. So and next comes my landlord name and office address. So it's also a match on my rental agreement. The office address is a match on the rental agreement. It should be on the office name, and correspondingly that office address, the EB or the tax receipt, most probably it will be on the landlord's name. That should also be a match with his name and also the address. Now, so these were the documents that I submitted for GST. So let's see in detail the steps for GST registration.
Now, let us look at the GST registration process. Applying for GST registration is a simple 2-stage process. Part A of the application captures basic information about the applicant. This includes PAN, email, and mobile phone number of the authorized signatory, as well as state, district, legal name of business as per PAN. Once submitted, it generates a temporary reference number, TRN, which is valid for 15 days. Part B uses this temporary reference number TRN to retrieve the application from the GST portal to fill out rest of the fields and attach mandatory documents before submitting the application. Data filled is automatically validated at this stage. PAN is validated from the PAN database. Aadhaar number from the Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI database and Corporate Identity Number CIN from the Ministry of Corporate Affairs MCA database. If the Director Identification Number DIN is also provided, it will be validated from the MCA database too. Successful submission of Part B generates an application reference number ARN which is sent to the taxpayer by email and SMS. When filling Part B of the application, please enter your name exactly as it appears in your PAN and Aadhaar documents. The submitted details will be validated automatically at the time of submitting the form. In case any of the provided details do not match with government records, you will not be able to proceed. After submitting, the application goes to a tax official for processing. The tax official needs to respond within 3 working days where they can either approve the registration application or raise queries by issuing a notice seeking clarification. If the tax official approves, the GST portal will issue a Goods and Services Tax Identification Number GSTIN and a password which will be sent to the applicant. The registration certificate will also be issued and made available on the taxpayer's dashboard. However, if the tax official chooses to seek clarification on certain points, the applicant must respond to those queries within 7 working days. Otherwise, the option to approve the application will be removed by the system and the tax official will only have the option to reject the application. Once the applicant responds to queries, the tax official needs to process them within the next 7 working days, where they can either approve or reject the application based on the applicant's response. If they approve it after reviewing the applicant's answers, the same approval process will follow. However, in case they do not feel satisfied with the responses given by the applicant and choose to reject the application, the system will generate the rejection order and will communicate the same to the applicant by an email and SMS. In case the tax official fails to take action on the registration application within 3 working days of filing or doesn't process the taxpayer's responses within 7 working days of receiving, the application will be deemed to have been approved. This completes the GST registration process overview.
So this is the prerequisite for GST registration from their website. You can take a look at it.
Taking the example of GST tutorial from their website, I will show you live in what are the details that I have filled in each field. Let's get started.
In this video, we will learn about the registration process on the GST portal for normal taxpayers. Let us begin with Part A of this process. Registering with GST is a simple 2-stage process consisting of Part A and Part B of the registration application. This video will introduce you to Part A of the registration application. To begin, access the GST portal www.gst.gov.in. From the home page, open the Services menu, click the Registration category and select New Registration option. Alternatively, you can also apply for new registration by clicking on the Register Now tab. Select the New Registration option and provide your basic information.
So I selected taxpayer, my state and my district.
The legal name of the business should be your name, the individual name, the applicant name. The legal name of the business should be the applicant name. And make sure to type in the applicant name exactly that matches the PAN and Aadhaar.
The permanent account number, PAN, of the business. Ensure to enter a valid email address and Indian mobile number. The GST portal will communicate one-time passwords, OTPs, and notifications on this email address and mobile number. On the next page, Enter the OTP received on your mobile in the mobile OTP field and the one received in the email OTP field.
So here we will receive two OTPs, one on the registered mobile and second one on the registered email ID, the email ID that you have entered in the previous page. So once you put in the OTP, you can click proceed.
And click proceed. This will generate a temporary reference number known as TRN, which will be sent to the registered email address and mobile number of the taxpayer.
If all your documents are ready as shown at the starting of my video, you can copy this TRN number and proceed to the part B. So we completed the part A and received the TRN number.
In this video, we will learn about part B of the registration process on the GST portal for normal taxpayers. Registering with GST is a simple two-stage process consisting of part A and part B. After generating TRN in part A, this video will now introduce you to part B of the registration application. To begin, access the GST portal www.gst.gov.in. From the home page, open the Services menu. Click the registration category and select New Registration option. Select the Temporary Reference Number option and enter TRN, which was generated on submitting Part A of the registration application. Enter the CAPTCHA as you see and click Proceed. This will trigger an OTP. Enter the OTP received and click Proceed. Notice the status of the saved registration application shows as draft.
So here your application will be visible, which you have to click the action button and then start filling up the details. I will show you exactly what and all the fields that I have filled in. You can follow it too.
You get 15 days to fill and complete this application from generation of TRN. Go ahead and click the Edit icon. The registration application form with various tabs is displayed and it has multiple sections, with each section containing multiple fields that need to be filled up. Make sure to fill up all the mandatory fields.
So here there are 10 mandatory fields which we will fill in one by one. There is an option to save it in between, so don't be scared that it will go off. The business detail, first tab is the business detail, details of your business. In legal name, it will already be displayed, you don't have to do anything.
In the business details section, provide the basic details of your business. Enter your trade name and select your constitution of business.
So here the trade name, you have to type in the your shop name. I have given trade to Amaze, and for the constitution of business, I have selected the proprietorship. So I have selected no for are you applying for registration as a casual taxable person, and also no for option for composition.
If you are registering voluntarily, select voluntary basis.
So here, reason to obtain registration, I am clicking voluntary basis. You can also click the same if you are an e-commerce seller.
In the Indicate Existing Registration section, enter the required details.
So leave the already existing registration part. We'll move on to the next.
Upload document section, upload a document related to constitution of business. If your constitution of business is proprietorship, you need not upload any document.
So here, because I have selected proprietorship, I did not submit any document. I moved on to the next.
Click Save and Continue to save this information. Notice that the business details section color has now changed to blue and also has a check mark on it indicating the section is filled with all the required information. You can now navigate to any section of the application and start filling the information. In the promoter or partner section, enter the personal information. Then continue to identity information. Enter.
So here, all your personal information to be filled. Make sure that it matches the PAN and Aadhaar card. The address should be exactly what is there in your PAN or Aadhaar card. Also the date of birth.
Your name as spelled in the PAN card. In case of
Because I am a citizen of India, this part I need not type in anything on the field. And Aadhaar number you only at the last stage, so here it will not be enabled, so you can't type in. You can go to the residential address directly.
now, enter details in residential address for the partner or promoter. Country will be selected as India by default. Entering the zip code, also commonly known as PIN code, will auto-populate state, district and city or town or village fields. Further, add details in rest of the fields to provide complete residential address.
So here, because it is a residential address, it should match with your Aadhaar card address. Make sure to type in exactly as it is in the Aadhaar.
You can select the address from the Locate Your Address field on the map. On typing the address, you will be suggested a few options. Select from the list and click the Confirm button. The pin on the map can also be moved to the appropriate location. Click the Confirm button once the pin has been placed at the correct location. Based on the selection of the address, a few fields under residential address will be auto-populated. The residential address section can be edited manually even after it has been auto-populated. To change the address, the user can click the Reset Address button. Similar map features are present in the Authorized Signatory, Principal Place of Business and Additional Place of Business tabs.
So here, when I typed in the PIN code, it got auto-populated, but I manually typed in which matches exactly my Aadhaar card.
Next, upload the required proof of details along with photograph. Make sure the photograph and proof of details are in JPEG format and as per the size as specified on the portal.
So here I have uploaded the photo JPEG format with reduced size.
For other information, also authorized signatory, I clicked yes, save and proceed.
I clicked the also authorized signatory, so the next part automatically got populated. I did not have to type in the details.
You may skip this section and move to the next. That
So I skipped this section and moved to the next.
is Principal Place of Business by clicking Save and Continue. Here, in the Principal Place of Business tab, provide the address of your business premises.
So this is where your office is located. So carefully type in the office address that matches the rental agreement that we have prepared.
Center and state jurisdiction will be auto-populated based on the address.
For me, it got auto-populated, so I didn't have to do much. I just selected and moved on.
In case it is more than one, you have to choose one of those. The contact information of the given location, nature of possession of the premises like shared, sublet, etc.
So here I selected the rented option and uploaded my rental agreement. To make sure that the GST gets approved, I have also scanned the electricity bill and the tax receipt onto the same PDF of the rental agreement and uploaded here. I have to reduce the size and then uploaded it here.
Upload the documents that support the information you entered. Make sure that the document is in PDF or JPEG format and size is as specified on the portal. In case the principal place of business is neither on rent nor on premises, select the Others option and upload a No Objection Certificate (NOC) from the owner of the premises. Next, enter the nature of your business. Notice that you can add more than one activity in Nature of Business Activity section.
So in the nature of business activity, I was not very sure what to click. So I clicked Others and typed in e-commerce seller.
If you have an additional place of business in addition to the principal place of business, that is, you carry out business from multiple premises, select Yes.
So here I don't have any other additional place of business. So I kept it No and then save and continue.
And then save and continue. Move on to the next section of Goods and Services related information. In this section, provide information about up to 5 primary goods and services that you supply.
Services tab, I selected the goods because I sell physical item for my Etsy photo frames. I had typed in the HSN number code here. You can search for the HSN code on the internet and type in here. That will automatically populate the corresponding tariff and subheading description and all. Everything will be automatically populated based on the code that you enter.
Name of the goods and services and the HSN Harmonized System of Nomenclature code will be displayed. In the next section, you may provide any state-specific information if desired.
I skipped this section and went to the AADHAR Authentication.
Else, you can skip this section and move on to the next section of the application, that is AADHAR Authentication.
So you can go back to the each tab and make changes if required. Just save and proceed.
Click the AADHAR Authentication tab. Please note that AADHAR Authentication is selected as Yes by default. Please verify that the email address and mobile number of promoter or partner and primary authorized signatory are correct.
So here, because I am the prime authorized signatory, only my name was visible, and I clicked. It was already clicked. I just clicked the save and proceed button.
AADHAR validation link will be sent on the email address and mobile number provided while filling up the registration application. Now, submit the application with DSC or EVC.
So here I submitted with EVC. I clicked submit with EVC.
If you are submitting the application using EVC, you will be required to enter an OTP for authentication. The OTP will be sent to the email address and mobile number of the authorized signatory selected by you. Click on Proceed button after reading the warning message. You will receive a success message on the portal. Note that the AADHAR authentication needs to be completed within 15 days from the date of generation of TRN. ARN will be generated immediately after the AADHAR authentication is successful.
So here, after I submitted it, I received the hyperlink for AADHAR verification immediately, and then I also went ahead and authenticated my AADHAR. An OTP was generated to my AADHAR linked phone number. When I entered it, the AADHAR authentication verification completed, and then an ARN was generated, which was mailed to me.
In case the AADHAR authentication fails, then also ARN will be generated immediately afterwards. However, if AADHAR authentication is not attempted within the given timeline, ARN will be generated after expiry of 15 days from the date of generation of TRN. The process of filing of application for new registration would be complete once the ARN is generated successfully. Now, check your email or the SMS received on your mobile and click on the Click Here hyperlink. You will be redirected to complete your Aadhaar authentication. Select either VID or Aadhaar to proceed further. Enter your virtual ID or Aadhaar number and click the Validate Aadhaar Number button. You will receive an OTP on the mobile number linked to your Aadhaar. Enter the OTP and click the Validate OTP button. Once the validation is complete, a success message will be displayed on the screen. You will also receive a message confirming the successful verification of your Aadhaar number on your email address and mobile number. OTP remains valid for 10 minutes. In case you enter wrong OTP, the portal will return a message that you have entered wrong OTP. You will then be required to generate another OTP by clicking on Resend OTP.
So this is where we are in the process right now. ARN is generated. Now let's see how to track the application form. So to check the status of your application, go to the GST portal, click the Service tab, Track Application. Module, select Registration, enter your ARN number. Your application will be visible and the status will be displayed. So this is the status of my GST application. Once I receive any information from GST, I will update you with a new video. So if you think this video is helpful, please do share it with the friends who are looking forward to register GST online. So I'll meet you with an updated video. Until then, bye.